up against Gagnon. That's a matchup to watch today. And we are underway. Vermont Academy taking it up first and trying to send it in. Peloso with the support cast for Ferreira. Holderness holds it back in their zone, starts to send it up. A little bit of physicality there. Vermont Academy, Kevin Quirk sends it up. That one makes its way through to Andrew Levitz, but not of much harm there. Ricky Smith goes by Nate. Battling it out, sends it over to the other side. As Holderness looks to try to get something going for the first time today, as the first minute or so has been controlled possession-wise by Vermont Academy. Sends it up, hits him in stride. That's John Cundub, the second line now out there. Takes a decent shot on goal, no trouble for Andrew Levitz. Rushing in was Gerard. Tried to keep that one alive. Holderness sends it up off the boards. Gerard's going to keep that one in. Now in chase is Moyes, Calvin Moyes, the Quebec native. He's also scored several goals in the last couple games, and he's coming off the ice. Cipriano, Mason Cipriano, the Connecticut native, coming on. Almost got a piece of that one, but was unable to get it. As Gerard sends it up, turned over. Holderness with a little bit of an opportunity. Doesn't have the numbers. 1-on-3 goal! A 1-on-3. Holderness did not have the numbers, but Kevin Pitts, number 12, able to put it top shelf on Dylan Regan. And a nice effort there. They didn't have the numbers. There were 3 defenders back for Vermont Academy, but that didn't stop Pitts. Another Quebec Canadian is Pitts. That's his 5th goal of the season in 13 games played, this being his 14th. Shot on goal by Ferreira, as Vermont Academy is going to be playing from behind early in this one. Fox tried to bring it up. Another Canadian, several Canadians on this Holderness team. Intercepted. 15, Rashofsky, not able to get a lot of pepper on it. Andrew Levitz is going to go ahead and sit on that one, take the whistle. Probably the smart move on this one. So Holderness, who was probably a little bit of a slight underdog coming into this matchup, goes up early, 1-0, on the back of a goal from junior Kevin Pitts from Pointe Claire, Quebec, Canada. His 5th of the season. Vermont Academy wins that face-off. Unable to do anything with it, as Gerard tried to dump it in. Now it's going the other way. That one blocked by Kevin Quirk. Laying down a little bit in the corner there, scrapping for the puck. Vermont Academy sends it up. Calvin Moyes leads Rashofsky. Rashofsky's unable to handle that one, as Gerard sends it back the other way. Cundub in chase. Cundub has Moyes if he can do something with it. Moyes unable to get the stick to it, enough to affect it though. It's still down in Holderness' zone. Holderness plays it up and off the boards. Gias, the Finn, sends it in. It's on the stick of Cundub. Still working it over in the corner there. As a nice pass from Gias, one of the 2 Finns on this defensive set. That one's covered up by Andrew Levitz. As we have several Finnish players in this game, 2 defensemen for Vermont Academy, both Gias and Metsole. On the other side, we also have a Finn for Holderness, and Ate Alto, the 6'3" junior. He's the forward. Getting ready for the face-off. 14:21 remaining in the first. Streaming live from Saxtons River, Vermont. Good check in the corner by 14, Patrick Alt. He's the team captain. Coming down from center ice. Gonna go ahead and dump that one in, play it behind the net. That one turned over neutral ice. Vermont trying to get it back here. That's Krasnow fighting for it. He's got Heppensteel up by the net. That one goes wide without much harm. Alt, the team captain. He's a one-year senior out of Ohio. He'll be going to college up in Maine next year. Vermont Academy trying to get a shot on goal. That one blocked by the D. As Holderness now tries to start the break. Gagnon sent that one in. Got spun around a little bit, fell to the ground, wasn't able to follow that one up. There was a rebound, but Regan with the nice save. Regan will come out and go ahead and play this one to his defender. Quirk's going to take that one, send it over to Gerard. Collision mostly between two Vermont Academy players. There was a little bit of a sandwich there with the Holderness guy. Regan's got to cover that one up. And he does. Good reflexes by Dylan Regan, the junior, to jump on that one and get the whistle. With a goal that early, Regan's got to reset his mindset. Couple of easier saves always helps build up the confidence for a goalie. That face-off controlled down in the defensive end of Vermont Academy. They look to try to bring it up. Moyes is on the wing if he wants him. He goes the other way over to Condub. And now in chase is Gerard. That one goes across the crease. Moyes able to gather it up before any harm can be done. Rashofsky with a little bit of a give and go action. Didn't quite work. Now dumps it in. Vermont Academy going to take advantage of this time to get in a quick line change. That one sent in from deep. Vermont Academy's got to hustle down though. As 25, John Bliss was in track. That one goes into the Holderness bench. And we get a quick stoppage in play with 11 minutes and 44 seconds remaining in the first. 1-0 advantage for Holderness School so far in this one. This will be Hunter Krasnow in to take the face-off. Another Connecticut native, I believe. Quick little stoppage here as we get things going. Vermont Academy's got to capitalize on their possessions that they have had. And that one goes by Gias, the Finn. We'll get the icing call. And we'll go right back down the other way here. I mentioned those two Finnish players, Gias and Metsole. A lot of views last week, or last broadcast rather, about 2 weeks ago when we were live here at Vermont Academy from Finland. So an international audience checking out this one. We get a whistle, stoppage in play with 11 minutes and 28 seconds. We've got interference on Metsole. Coach not happy about that one. As you can hear, Coach Davidson asking for an explanation from the head official here as to why it was interference. Both players going for it, but Metsole is going to spend some time in the box. We have a 2-minute power play here for Holderness, the first of the game. Rashofsky content to go ahead and dump that one in as Holderness now comes flying back the other way. Pitts, who had a goal earlier, sends it over to Gagnon. Gagnon got the shot on goal. Regan with the save. Vermont Academy unable to clear it on that particular chance here. Fighting for it over in the corner. McGonigal back to regroup along with Alt. Alt is one of the team captain. Manning sends that one in, and Regan says, here's my glove. Snaps that one out of the air with the save. We got 1:10 remaining on the power play for Metsole's interference call. The only goal of the game so far was by Holderness earlier in the first here. Andrew Levitz handling that one in the corner. Vermont Academy showing some good hustle forechecking even though they're shorthanded right here. Gagnon, the leading scorer, tries to send that one in. Defense clips it away as Holderness is going to take advantage of a little bit of a line shift here. They get Harley Michaels, the senior, out onto the floor. 32 seconds remaining on the power play. That one bounces off, saved by Regan. Fired from deep by the defenseman. Another save. Ten seconds and ticking. This power play just about canned as Michaels sends it down. We're going back to full strength. Vermont was looking for the fast break, catching Condop coming off the bench, but they weren't able to complete that pass. Would have led to a heck of an opportunity if they did. Maybe looking for the wraparound, sends it up high to Michaels. Michaels fires that one in. Regan with the save. He's got to get back up, locate that puck. And another one. He was unable to do so. That one was misdirected, I believe. It was sent in from deep. We'll have to hang on a quick sec here and see who they credit the goal with, if it was tipped in front of the net or not. It's a 2-0 advantage. Let's take another look at that one. As that was sent in from deep here, Regan makes the initial save. It goes up to number 19, Michaels, who sends it in. I don't know if it was deflected. It was deflected briefly there. We'll have to see who they credit that one to, as Michaels took the initial shot. Might have been Nate Bowler. Got a piece of it. Big scrum over in the corner. Physical game. But everything clean. As Holderness takes a 2-0 advantage. Almost a bad turnover there. They're going to go ahead and send that one into Regan. Holderness is fired up. Players on the bench hooting, hollering, banging sticks as they feel the momentum in their direction right now. Vermont Academy has got to regroup and get something going offensively. Early in this matchup, first 5 minutes or so, Vermont Academy really controlled possession, but didn't get a lot of great opportunities. Since that time, it has gone Holderness's way. Vermont Academy looking to try to get something going as Metsole brings it up. Was looking for Krasnow, was unable to complete the pass. Metsole's going to try it again, sends it in for Krasnow again. 7:53 and ticking. Heppensteel in on that play. Tried to center it for Condub, but it just wasn't there. Heppensteel looking to make his way to the bench. We'll get Rashofsky out there. That one handled deep by Gerard. He lays it off. Maybe looking for Moyes up on the wing. They did, but the puck bounced just over a stick. No ice. Vermont Academy is going to rush in on this one. Condub and Rashofsky putting the pressure on in the corner. As Blake McDonald checks in on D. Takes a swipe at that one, misses it. That one goes wide. Fired from deep by Gagnon. I'm sorry, that was McGonigal, rather. The defenseman fired that one from deep. Get a stoppage in play with 6:52, 2-0 advantage for Holderness. Vermont Academy controls the face-off down in their own end. Robbie Ferrer tries to get it going. Saved by Regan, took that one in the chest, covers it up. Another quick stoppage in play. Holderness really doing a great job controlling possession here. In the first, that one, turn and shoot. Manning with the rocket shot. Saved by Dylan Regan. '81 Pasek brings it up, turns that one over as Vermont Academy starts the break. Going back the other way, that one deflects up and off the stick. We got a quick whistle. Looks like we're gonna maybe get a high stick here. Six minutes, 1 second remaining. We do have a high stick. Looks like maybe 12. Who are we sending off here? Nobody. Gonna line up, take the face off. That was on 12. Pitts with the high stick. Vermont Academy got to get a little bit of momentum going here. They've had trouble getting it over neutral ice in the last 4 or 5 minutes. Regan's going to go ahead and cover that one up. Take another whistle. We'll get a face-off down in the Vermont Academy end again. And there it is. That one's going to be controlled by Holderness. They turn it over. And starting the break is Heppensteel. Heppensteel and Cipriano making their way to crash the net. That one taken by Andrew Levitz. And covered up for the whistle. Looks like Condub now will make his way out there and take this face off against Isaiah Fox. Vermont Academy takes control of that one. That one gloved by Andrew Levitz. We'll get a whistle with 5:25 remaining in the first. 2-0 advantage Holderness. Condub shuffles out and Rashofsky takes that face off. Condub gets a piece of it. But Alt, battling it in the corner, takes the hit. Behind their own net. Holderness tries to get it over. Didn't quite have enough oomph on it, but it made its way around. Scrapping for it in the corner still. Vermont Academy's got to turn this possession into some shots on goal. There was a good one! Goal! Vermont Academy pulls one back. We're gonna see if we can get another look at that one. 2-1, 4:56 remaining. Scrapping for it in the corner. And that one on goal by 24, Calvin Moyes with the goal on a beauty. Great feed from behind the net. Vermont Academy needed something to get the momentum going, and Calvin Moyes providing a little bit of a lift. No high stick on that one as 55 batted that thing out of the air. Ate Alto, big hit down here. Ensign tries to send it up. Ensign with the check on Peloso. No ice call. As Nate Smith starts to send it up. This one we will get a quick whistle on. 3:47 remaining, a 2-1 game. A little bit of a discussion as to why the last one wasn't ice and this one was. Official clarifying for Coach Davidson. That face-off won by Vermont Academy. Metsole bringing it around and up. Holderness thwarts that one away as Smith was in chase. That one coming up, and we've got a souvenir as that one goes up and off the skate of Manning, off the rafter and almost into the announce booth here. We'll go down the far end here for the face-off. Hunter Krasnow facing off against Gagnon. Gagnon, a prolific scorer, hasn't taken much so far today, but here he is chasing this one down. Put that one onto the skate of Manning, who was unable to create an opportunity with it. Coming down the other way, Mason Cipriano dumps it in. Krasnow with an opportunity. Andrew Levitz thwarts him on that one. Cipriano chased into the corner, and now going down the other way, that one's going to be gathered up by Gerard. Gerard will look to start the break. Send it forward. He's got Krasnow. Krasnow over to Moyes. Misses the top shelf. Moyes was looking for goal number 2 on that one. Unable to connect with the corner. Holderness and VA beating and banging down in the corner. We're going to get a whistle here. We'll take another look at this last one here. What a beaut. Outside white. We go back to live action here. Vermont Academy able to win that face-off, but then turns it over at neutral ice. Quirk sends it behind his own net. Almost a nice little touch pass there. Lays in the hit, does Rashofsky. Rashofsky now controls it. He's got Moyes coming up with him. sends it over. That one's on the stick of Moyes. Fires that one just wide. Got Moyes, Rashofsky, and Kondub, the offensive weapons for Vermont Academy on right now. That one bounces up and off the glass, and coming down the other way, Pitts, who had a goal earlier, is looking for more. This one in chase now by Beckham Bayreuther. Turns it over, Moyes to Metsole. Moyes trying to handle this one. He's got Gias up top, tries to send it in to Peloso. Wasn't able to make the connection on that one. Moyes will come off. And Smith comes on. We are under a minute in the first as Ferreira dumps it in with Smith in support. Gias sends it over to Gerard. Ferreira tries to gather a hold of it. We've got a lost stick here. It's gathered back up. Regan sprawls out for that one. 25 seconds. As John Bliss tries to send that one forward. Vermont Academy holds up as we are into the final 10. Trying to make one more long pass down the side to Peloso. And Holderness will go ahead and kill this one off and take a 1-goal lead into the intermission. So the action started off fast and furious as we had 2 goals from Holderness, who went up 2-0. And then Calvin Moyes able to pull one back to make it a 2-1 affair as we wrap up the first period live here from Vermont Academy. Quick reminder that all of today's streaming action is brought to you by Wooter Apparel, the leading provider of fully customized team uniforms and apparel. You can visit wooterapparel.com for more information. We'll check the official stats for that second goal for Holderness, as we do believe it was tipped in front of the net. I don't think it's going to go to Harley Michaels, but we'll double check on that one. Pitts with a goal early on, and Moyes to make this one 2-1. We've got a lot of action still coming up ahead shortly after this intermission, and we'll be back soon, folks, live from Vermont Academy. Second period, Vermont Academy with the quick steal. As Ferreira working with Smith and Peloso. Now taken by Holderness, coming up the other way. That's Alex Gagnon. He was looking for. Holderness dumps it in. Vermont won't have too much time to regroup as they are in chase. That one comes off the blade of the stick a little funny, turned over by Ferrer. That's center ice. Manning with an opportunity there, goes wide. Holderness trying to set something up. Everybody's gonna have to get back and reset there. And Smith brings it up. He doesn't have numbers. It's a 1-on-3. Moyes now out there to help him, as is Rashofsky. Kondub now checks on. He's over on the wing. Moyes has 1 goal today, sends it over to Kondub. Andrew Levitz gets a piece of it. Holderness sends it up and off the boards. Brought in by Fox. He's working with Pitts on that line. Kondub comes flying up, trying to connect with it, couldn't finish that one off. Fired by Gerard, Carl Antoine Gerard. sends that one in, snapped up by the goalie, Andrew Levitz. We'll get a face-off down the defensive end of Holderness. Hunter Krasnow taking the face-off with Cipriano. McDonald out there as well. McDonald took a swing and a miss. McDonald now trying to get back, as is Heppensteel. McDonald able to get to it. He's out there with Metsole. So right now we've got the first defensive line changed up a little bit, as Metsole is with McDonald, leading me to believe that Gias will be either with Quirk or even Gerard, as they continue to rotate guys through. Well, the face-off coming up here with Ferrer. Holderness controls it in their own zone. Tries to get it out, unable to do so. Good opportunity. That one goes wide. Peloso fired it just to the left of the net. Little game music here. Holderness definitely had the possession advantage in the latter part of the first. Vermont Academy looking to build on the momentum they had. That shot deflects off of Sheffield. But Vermont Academy looking much sharper to start this second period than they did to start the first period. Trying to pick up where they left off. A little bit of pushing and shoving in front of the net. Not too much. Andrew Levitz will cover this one up. We'll get a whistle with 14:44 remaining in the second. Moyes and Rashofsky out there. Rashofsky will go ahead and take the face-off. Still scrapping for it. Holderness able to get a piece of it. Send it out of their zone. Metsole backs it up, sends it around, gets it back. Young Finn turns that one over in a tricky spot. Puts a lot of pressure on Dylan Regan to locate that one. He's able to do so and takes the cover up. Metsole comes off holding his hand. Metsole came off the ice holding his hand a little bit there. Perhaps part of the reason he turned it over there in a tricky spot. But Regan able to take care of that one, as he was this one as well. Gloves this one up, takes the whistle. Gagnon and Rashofsky facing off here. Gagnon comes away with it, flicks it wide. As McGonigal sent it around. Vermont Academy with a chance now. McDonald brings it up, runs into a little bit of a brick wall there. As Holderness tries to get it out from behind their own goal. Sends it up. Nice move by Gagnon. Gagnon's got 17 if he wants him. Goal comes off the post. Gagnon over to Manning. Manning made a couple of moves, tried to send it in. Not sure if Regan got a piece of it or went wide, but Regan got a piece of the post, which sent it off its hinges. We're rolling back a little bit. Officials get that set. We'll have a face-off here with 13:42 remaining in the second. Scrapping for it in the corner is Kevin Pitts and Alex Wisnes. That one fired. Regan with the save. As Vermont Academy tries to change possession here. Sends it up high to Elijah Older. Older gets it in. Wisnez working with it now. Fox sends it up high. Over to Older. Fires that one just wide. I don't think Regan saw that one coming. If it was on net, it was in. He was screened on that one, but it went wide. As Fox from Maine fired that one in. Another opportunity here, maybe looking to wrap around, but it turns that one over. Vermont Academy now trying to get it out as Conda starts the break up to Moyes. Moyes has Conda back over the middle if he wants him. Can't connect. Gerard gathers it back up. Tries to get it forward to Heppensteel. Heppensteel chasing it down. Holderness takes it behind their own net. Sends it forward but turns it over. Two Vermont Academy players kind of going for the same real estate there. And unable to get anything going there. That was Hunter Krasnow and Heppensteel, Stephen Heppensteel, both trying to go for it. This is the third line. Cipriano out there as well. Cipriano keeps it in. That one will roll up and out. As Gerard chases it down, sends it up to Heppensteel. Heppensteel sends it in. Cipriano chasing it down. Almost got it behind the net there. Puts good pressure on with that forecheck. Sent in from deep. Bounces around. That's still live. Snapped up by Andrew Levitz, as that one was going wide anyway, but smart to get the glove on it and get the stoppage. With 11:43 remaining in the second, still a 2-1 advantage for Holderness. As Robbie Ferreira back in, taking that face-off against Gagnon. Gagnon and Ferreira, two of the best players in the Lakes region. No icing as this one is chased down by Metsole. He's met in the corner by Manning. Vermont Academy sends it off the boards. Ferrer tried to bring it up. Gagnon retreats as we get a little bit of a line change here from Holderness. Gagnon kind of stuck out on the odd man now. Gagnon takes it up, looks to work it in. He's a prolific player, wraps it around, unable to finish that one off. Regan's got to get back up, he doesn't! Fired in deep from Harley Michaels. Number 19, Harley Michaels with the goal. That one he sent in was not tipped. He'll get credit for that one, as Gagnon tried to wrap it around, wasn't able to do so, and then as it went out, Regan sprawled out on the ground, fired in from deep by 19, Harley Michaels, as the senior from Quebec gets his first goal of the season. It should be noted he's a defenseman, not expected to score a lot, but nonetheless his first goal of the season, as he gives Holderness a 3-1 advantage. Vermont Academy continuing the struggles that they've had in the last 4 games. They're 1-3-1 in their last 4, but they hadn't lost a Lakes region game, so they're looking to get back in this one. Good opportunity here, as that one shed away with the waffle board by Andrew Levitz, and it goes wide, scrapping in the corner now. Holderness had an opportunity to break away a little bit with Fox, but unable to do so. That one's sent into the chest of Andrew Levitz, who will keep that one, take the whistle with 10 minutes, 3 seconds remaining, 3-1 advantage, Holderness. As Vermont Academy's got to get a little bit of momentum back here. They fell down 2-0, were able to pull one back with Calvin Moyes' goal in the first. They need a little more of that magic here to get things moving and close this deficit up. Fired from deep by McDonald, but the pad save. Now going the other way here. Tanner Ensign brings it up. He had Bayreuther in the middle if he wanted him. Don't think he saw him. Bayreuther. Beckham, his brother, is also on the team. He's a scratch for today. I believe he's a freshman, Jack. And their older brother plays in the AHL rather for the Stars affiliate. So a heck of a hockey family there for the Bayreuther's. This face-off won by Vermont Academy, but they turn it right back over. That one goes wide. As Gagnon took that last shot, so Gagnon, not related to Gagnon. One French-Canadian pronunciation, one straight-up New Hampshire pronunciation. Good check in the corner by Tim Manning. As the shuffled lines for Holderness seem to be pretty effective today. And talking to Coach Thompson, he put a point of emphasis. Oh, we got a little bit of a break here. Could be a 2-on-1. Nice job getting back by Cipriano. That was going to be a 2-on-1. Mason Cipriano put the pedal to the metal and was able to keep that connecting pass from happening, forcing the relatively easy shot on goal for Dylan Regan. That could have been a lot worse on that break. Great job by Mason Cipriano to hustle back and break that one up. As I was mentioning, Coach Thompson for Holderness said he shuffled up all his lines ahead of this matchup. He likes where his team is at potential-wise, but didn't like the execution offensively. They're executing pretty well today. A little bit of a whiff on that one by Metzole. He had an opportunity to get it out of the zone, was unable to do so. As McGonigal loses his stick. Bench trying to give him another one, but he's hung out there. So McGonigal's going to drop back with no stick. He's just a body at this point. As Vermont Academy trying to take advantage of this opportunity. Sends it over. That one's bobbled around by Quirk. Scrapping for it. Down up against the boards. Still scrapping for it. Down up against the boards. Quirk keeps it in the zone. Again. Catches it. Loses his stick on that one. Now Quirk without a stick. He has time to bend down, pick that one back up as McDonald gets spun around down into the boards. McDonald gets a piece of that one. The defenseman looking for his winger sends it down off the boards to Rashofsky. That one fires up and off of the shoulder of Rashofsky, never made its way through to Andrelevitz. Up and around the boards. McDonald controls that one again. Into Moyes. Moyes gets a good shot on goal, but saved by Andrelevitz. Holderness trying to touch it as it looks like we've got a delayed call here. It's been up for quite some time. Still not, finally. The Holderness bench. Looking for the touch whistle on that delayed call. As we're going to get 2 minutes from McGonigal on the slash. And the team captain, one of the team captains, defenseman Greg McGonigal from Melrose, Mass, not happy with the call. McGonigal, a key part of this offense, even though he's a defenseman, he's got 13 points in his first 13 games. Vermont Academy with a golden opportunity to try to catch up in this one with the power play. Ferreira behind the net. Sends it over to Moyes. Moyes back to Ferreira. Ferreira sends that one in. Conda was waiting on it if there was any kind of a rebound whatsoever, but Andrew Levitz covers that one up and does not cough up a rebound. As we've got 1:29 remaining on the power play, 6:14 remaining in the second period. We'll have Ferreira taking this face-off up against Manning, it looks like. Manning's gonna check out of that one, and Gagnon in. Moyes sends it over, up and into the netting. We get a quick whistle here, as it was Peloso, I believe, fired that one. It bounced up and off a stick and into the crowd. Peloso over to Moyes. Moyes weighing out his options, sends it over to the wing, behind the net. Conda has Ferreira if he wants him, sends it back, right back over to Conda. Vermont Academy taking their time setting this one up. We got a quick whistle here as the goalpost pops off the pegs here. I believe Andrew Levitz inadvertently kicked it as he was going from side to side. Ferreira taking the face-off against Manning again here. 1 minute, 3 seconds remaining on the power play for Vermont Academy. And they're going to have to go and chase this one down as Regan gets it set for Moyes. Moyes gathers it up. Sends it over. Nice touch pass to Conda. Conda trying to keep the momentum going forward as Peloso sent it over to him. Peloso now sends it over to Moyes. Moyes to Peloso, fires that one off the helmet of McGonigal. Or rather, that was Gagnon that he hit. Vermont Academy with an opportunity, and there it is! Conda with the goal. John Conda bangs home the power play goal. Let's take another look at that one. Sends it across, makes its way through the crease, and he's able to put it away. Number 8, John Conda with the goal, as there was about 15 seconds left on the power play. 5 minutes left in the period. It is now a 3-2 advantage. Vermont Academy get a little bit of momentum. They've got to feel like they're right back in this one. Exactly what they needed from that power play. As they were able to get the goal there, we are back to even strength across the boards here. Peppensteel chasing it down. Scrapping for it down in the corner. Vermont Academy doing a much better job of controlling possession here in the second. Peppensteel shoots it right onto the chest. Face off, taken down in the defensive end of Holderness. 4 minutes remaining. That one bounces off the back of Gius. The Finn fighting for it up against the boards. And we're going to get a quick offsides here, I believe. As it went back and over. Gagnon, Manning, and Pasek out there for Holderness. We've got Smith, Ferreira, and Peloso for Vermont Academy. Ferreira sends that one over to Peloso. Pressures him. Holderness bringing it up. Gagnon sends it over. Takes the shot. Regan with the save. Gagnon with an opportunity there. Regan shuts him down. Vermont Academy bringing up past center ice. Dumps it in. And they'll take advantage of that time to get a line shift in here. Able to get back in time as Moyes took off, left the puck with him. Moyes working on the wing, brings it over. He had Condub if he wanted him, dumps it in, chases it down now. Rashofsky in the middle as well. That one turned over at center ice. Vermont Academy bringing it up, sends it up, fired deep by Moyes. McDonald sends that one in. Another shot from the point, this time by Condub. Condub calling for it, nope. Sends that one just wide. Couple options there. Metsole sends it in. Vermont Academy in the last minute or so here has controlled it. We're down to about 2 minutes to play in the second. 3-2 advantage Holderness. Vermont Academy with some momentum right now. Puts it right on the stick of Gagnon. Gagnon, a 1-on-2. Tries to get it centered. Unable to do so. As Holderness changes lines. Mason Cipriano chases it behind the Holderness net. Takes a little bit of a hit up against the boards. Heppenstein in there fighting for it as well. That one, shot from deep, caught up in Cipriano's jersey. Had another chance at it. It was caught in his jersey. Puck hit the ground. He got a quick shot off. Andrew Levitt's able to locate it. And we're still 3-2. That one ricocheted off. Landed right on the stick of Carl Gerard. As he was able to redirect it. Andrew Levitt's doing a great job getting the glove to it. 1:11 remaining here in the second. As Gerard nearly had himself a goal, would have tied the game up here. Holderness wins the face-off, goes behind their own net. Pressured by Peloso. That one sent back in by Gerard. Holderness trying to get a little bit going now. Gerard chases it down. Tries to send it up to Smith, unable to do so. But keeps Fox up against the boards. Peloso flying up the ice. Dumps it over to Smith, who laid it in behind the goal. Fighting for it down in the corner. A lot of bodies down there. Gius comes up to try to get away with it. As we are down to about 12 seconds left, it's going to be a little bit of a foot race here. As Gius able to get to that one. 4-3-2. Ticking away here, one. And that'll do it. As we end the second period with a 3-2 advantage for Holderness. The goal by Condub for Vermont Academy, and let's see here, Michaels with that one for Holderness. So it is still a 1-goal advantage for Holderness as we will head into the third and quite possibly final period, unless we see some overtime here. Quick quick reminder that all of today's live streaming action is brought to you by Wooter Apparel, empowering teams and athletes around the world with quality uniforms and unbeatable prices. Check out wooterapparel.com for more information. We will have the third and final period of regulation coming up here live from Vermont Academy in just a few moments. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Saxons River, Vermont, on the campus of Vermont Academy for this Lakes Region game between the Vermont Academy Wildcats and the Holderness School Bulls. All of today's live streaming action brought to you by Brian Noe, Chartered Financial Consultant with Lincoln Financial. For all of your financial planning and insurance needs, visit briannoeadvisor.com or call 860-298-1967. We also have a special birthday announcement to Stephanie Del Bono, one of our crew members here. Will be the big 2-5 tomorrow. I wish the camera was on her because she's blushing, and that's the best part of this announcement. Happy birthday, Stephanie. Does a bang-up job. As we get ready to get back to live action, we're in a 3-2 matchup. Holderness holding the advantage at the moment. It looked like for a minute it might be a bit of a blowout. It got up to 3-1. Vermont Academy was down, moving a little slower. All of a sudden they turned it on, controlled possession better, stopped the turnovers a little bit, and banged one home as these kids are pumped up to play the third and possibly final period of this Lakes Region matchup. We are underway here in Vermont Academy. Robbie Ferrer and his line get things started off for Vermont Academy, going against Alex Gagnon and his line. Gagnon's been pretty quiet so far today. He's got a couple shots on goal, but he's a guy who can make a big impact at any moment. For that matter, Ferreira, the same way. Speaking of, here comes Gagnon. Drops that one back. Regan makes the saves, got it located. He was looking behind him. That one fired from deep by Manning, whiffed a bit on it, didn't get good contact. As Quirk, the big defenseman, was able to knock that one up and out of the zone. That one lofted in, still floating around, is Patrick Alt, one of the team captains, defenseman from Fairview Park, Ohio. Attending university next year at Bowdoin up in Maine, I believe. Fed over to Condop. Condop put the shot right on his chest. Sent back out, fired, that one blocked by Holderness. Condop had a good opportunity. Andrew Levitz up to the task of stopping him. Moyes doesn't quite have the numbers. Going to go ahead and swing this one around. Lofts it in. Condop and Rashofsky up in support. Battling up against the boards. Flicked up and out as the Finn, Gias, tracks it down. Sends it forward to the Canadian Gerard, who turned it over. That shot on goal by Holderness, saved by Regan, who's led in three rather, but has been pretty solid throughout the day. Holderness keeps that one in as Gagnon from New Hampshire keeps that one in. And now he's back to chase this one down. Garrison Gagnon, just a freshman, shows the coaching staff's belief in his ability to be getting time on the varsity squad. Holderness with an opportunity in front of the net. Ooh, swing and a miss on that one by Bayreuther. As Vermont Academy tries to start the break the other way, Cipriano sends it over to Heppensteel. He sends it down and in. As Ensign chases it down for Holderness. Cipriano corrals it in. Pass up and off the boards. Handled by Blake McDonald. Puts that one onto the skate of Peloso. John Peloso brings it in. Wipes out as he tries to bring it towards the net. That one fired just wide. Nice move by Kevin Quirk, the big defender, to bring that one up. Tried to center it. Peloso almost got a piece of it, but not enough to get it on net. That was nearly a great opportunity to tie this one up for Vermont Academy. Quirk takes it in neutral ice, sends it in, up and off the stick of Harvey Michaels. He has a goal in this game. He almost had two, as one of his shots was deflected in earlier by Matt Pasek. Nate Smith tried to get the shot, took a little too much time trying to handle it, allowed the defender to get down to the ground and block that one. Vermont Academy coming up with good pace. 3-on-4 situation here as they now have everybody in the zone. Moyes playing high up, tries to loft that one in for Ferreira. Over in the corner, Moyes trailing up, saw him coming, got to dish that one back out to Gias, who sends it in wide. Ferreira fires that one, goes off the defender. Yone Gias sends it around the net. Moyes gets a piece of that one. Still in, Holderness trying to get that one cleared as they finally do. Manning brings it up, fires that one wide. He's got Gagno taking it up in the corner. Still scrapping behind the net. Moyes tries to help get it out and does so. Pass was trailing Rashofsky, who now chases. Andrew Levitt sends it up and around the boards to his forward Pitts. Pitts had a goal earlier in the game as well, the first goal. Sent up to a wide open Holderness. Whoa-wee. See if we could take another peek at that one. Wide open, Isaiah Fox. Had nothing between him except ice and the back of the net. And Regan says, no, no, no. I am there to stop that one. A great save by Dylan Regan. Absolutely stonewalls Isaiah Fox on that one. That one a little bit easier glove save. Not quite flashy, but a heck of a job on Regan as Vermont Academy got caught up in Holderness's zone. Fox was back there all by himself. One-on-one. Great stop by Regan. Now going down the other way. No ice as Heppensteel chases. Heppensteel takes a swat at it, gets a piece of it. Mason Cipriano forechecking on the wing. Heppensteel plays it off the boards to Cipriano. Cipriano tries to get it back in front to Heppensteel, who wasn't able to get a stick to it and was dumped. This one goes up and out of the zone. Quirk gonna throw up his hands as if he didn't know it went over the blue line. Not a drama major, as that one was clearly offsides and back in on the quick bang-bang play for Vermont Academy. We'll get a face-off at the circle just outside the blue line for Holderness zone. 3-2, 11:02 remaining in the third. This Lakes region matchup featuring some top-notch players, including Robbie Ferreira and Alex Gagno. Dylan Regan for that matter. A lot of great players here in the Lakes region. Played up and off the boards. Smith brings it up, sends it over to Ferrer. That one's tipped as he went to shoot it. Deflected up and off the boards. Still battling. Andrew Levitz tried to get the glove on it, but it was tipped away before he could take the cover. Holderness comes away with it. Sends it up to Tanner Ensign, who wasn't able to chase that one down. Holderness is going to take advantage of the possible offsides to get in a line change, as Vermont Academy's got to hold back a little bit. We get the stoppage here with 10:09 remaining in the third. 3-2 advantage for the Holderness School Bulls. Rashofsky takes the face-off, sends it up high to Metsole. Sent in by McDonald. Condub in the corner battling it, kept in by Metsole. The Finn sends it over to Condub, the Connecticut native. Has it in the center, battling for it. Rashofsky unable to get a shot off. We've got a little bit of a collision here. Goal! This one is tied up. Holderness was basically down a guy as they had number 81, Pasek, trying to make his way over to the bench. Comes up. What was that? Moyes again, sending it in. The tying goal for Vermont Academy. As I believe that was Calvin Moyes' second of the game. Holderness had Matt Pasek. He was down on one knee at the blue line, was literally crawling over the bench, scooting, using his skate. And Vermont Academy basically had a 5-on-4 situation there for a couple seconds, and they were able to take advantage and get the game-tying goal. So with 9 minutes and 23 seconds remaining, Calvin Moyes bangs home his second goal of the day to tie this one up. Ferrer lining up for the face-off. Going up against Kevin Pitts. Ferreira chases it, goes off his skates, controlling it behind the goal, sends it forward. He was looking for Smith. It ended up going to Peloso. Peloso got a shot off. And Smith, Ricky Smith, Nate, he goes by, brings that one up. Peloso chases it down. He's got Ferreira in the middle if he wants him. Ferreira now battling behind the boards as well. Holderness looking to bring it up. As Kevin Pitts sends that one wide. That's Alex Wisnes fighting for it, with Pitts helping him out. Vermont Academy with the steal. Smith trying to bring it up. Metsole controls, sends it up to Cipriano. Mason Cipriano chasing it down in the corner. Holderness is going to turn this one around and get it the other way. And now both Finnish defenders back on the floor, Gias and Metsole. That one sent straight through to Regan, had a clear line of sight. Snaps that one up like a center fielder. And we get the whistle. 3-3 tie. Just a tick over 8 minutes remaining in this Lakes Region matchup between Vermont Academy and the Holderness School. Holderness jumped out to a 1-0 advantage, took it to 2-0. And since that time, it's gone back and forth, a 1-goal advantage for Holderness most of the time. And then Calvin Moyes tying it up here in the third. as he's coming up the wing again. Turned over. Alto sends it in. Saved by Regan. We'll get a whistle. A little bit of beating and banging in front of goal there. The junior from Finland. We'll get a line shift change here for Holderness. McGonigal was gonna take the face-off, the defenseman, and then he shuffled out. Looked like Manning was the one who took it. Moyes dumps it in. Rashofsky and Chase. He's got Condom up there as well. That one fired wide. Rashofsky and Quirk trying to get it forward. Moyes sends it up high. Dumped in from the point. Condom gets it up to Rashofsky, back to Condom. That one fired right into the chest of Andrew Levitz by Blake McDonald, the senior defenseman whose brother also on the team as one of the goalies who rotates along with Dylan Regan. So the McDonald brothers making it a family affair again here. Doesn't get all of that one on the shot from the point, was McDonald. Peloso tries to bring it ahead. Quirk and McDonald are going to chase that one down as there's no ice on that. A little bit of contact up against the boards. Holderness comes away with it. Sends it over to Alt. Patrick Alt sends it in. It goes off the back of the net. Regan, good job positioning himself, making sure there's no way to bang that one in. As McDonald chases this one down, he's got Quirk back there in support behind the net. Sends it around to Quirk. Quirk sends it back over to McDonald. McDonald looking to maybe try to get the break going. Sends it up to Peloso. Off of his skate. Dumps it up and in. We've got 5 minutes, 53 seconds remaining in this tied game. Ferrer handles it. Ferreira sends it over. That one misses Gias. Everybody's got to get back now. As it's dumped back in, Cipriano comes zipping off the bench and chases Holderness. As does Hunter Krasnow. Regan sees a couple white jerseys in his peripheral, decides to go ahead and jump on that one, takes the whistle, as we've got 5 minutes, 23 seconds remaining in the third in a 3-3 tied matchup here in the Lakes region. That one sent just wide. As we're scrumming rugby style behind the net. A little bit of pushing and shoving. McGonigal scrapping in there, Gia scrapping in there. We got a whistle. As Yone Gias was down in the corner scrapping with Greg McGonigal. He's going to go ahead and get the penalty there. For roughing, I believe that's McGonigal's second penalty of the day here. The Melrose, Mass native, who's a key member of not only this defense, but even the offensive production. He's got 13 assists for Holderness here. So all of a sudden, Vermont Academy now with the momentum. They tied this one up, and now they've got a power play to try to pull ahead. Centers it. Condom sends it up to Peloso. Peloso sends it over to Moyes, who fires it wide. Moyes has 2 goals today, looking for that hat trick. Brought in close. Andrew Levitt's got a piece of it and stayed with it as Regan lines it up for Moyes. Moyes takes his time behind the net. Minute 27 remaining on the power play. It's over to Rashofsky. Rashofsky's got a little bit of space to work, but tipped away by Patrick Alt. Kept in by Peloso. Up to Condub. Condub sends it over to Moyes, up to Peloso. Peloso fires that one, saved by Andrew Levitz. Turns it around, off the skate of the defenseman. That one's gonna go off the boards and out. 1 minute and 1 second remaining in the power play. 4:07 remaining in the game. Regulation anyway. So in the defensive zone of Holderness and a minute on the power play clock, a lot of time here for Vermont Academy to get something done. But Holderness does a great job sending it down the other way. Regan didn't particularly handle that one. Kind of went up and by him. It's Condub. Looks to start the break. Gets it up to Ferreira. Robbie Ferreira handles it. Gets it up to Rashofsky. Rashofsky over to Ferreira. Ferreira looking at his options. And he gets dumped. As Moyes now has to round this one up. 22 seconds on the power play. Vermont Academy's got to get something going here. Heppensteel chasing it down. We're down to 10 seconds before we're back to full strength, and a nice dump into the zone by Holderness. We are back to full now. So Holderness does a nice job killing the power play and now has a chance of their own as Fox was able to sneak in there and get an opportunity. Quirk dumps it in and then follows it up, the big defenseman. Quirk with it, tries to center it, but nobody was there. As there's 2:40 remaining in this tied game, 3-3. Vermont Academy has been knocking on the door here a little bit. Holderness has not had as many opportunities here in the third as they did in the first two periods for sure. As Robbie Ferreira lines up for the faceoff with Pitts. We're gonna rotate Pitts out, and Isaiah Fox, the Canadian, take this one, and Holderness controls it. Pitts sends it over. That one's read and intercepted by Smith, who gets it up to Peloso, unable to get that shot off. Ferreira followed it up and got a quick opportunity there. Patrick Alt, one of the team captains, bringing it up for Holderness. He's going to wrap it around. Regan got a piece of that one and keeps this game tied. Heck of a job by Dylan Regan as Peloso, working on a 1-on-3 situation, puts it into the chest of Andrew Levitz, but it is still bouncing around. The Vermont Academy bench groaning as they wanted to get a good bounce in their direction, didn't get it. Metsole rounds it up. And it's sent down in 1 minute and 20 seconds and counting before we're heading to overtime in this one. Metsole chasing it down in the corner with Pasek. Pasek slammed into the boards, a little slow to get up. He was hurt earlier in the game, but he stays out there. Moyes working it over to Condub. Moyes can't keep it in, but Metsole does. Knocks it off of Pasek. Pasek's got a little bit of a break. He's just not quite fast enough. Dumps it off to Gagnon. Vermont Academy does a nice job of squishing that opportunity. As we are at 30 seconds remaining in regulation. Vermont Academy's got to hustle back as they get caught in a little bit of a line change transition. He's got Smith up ahead if he wants him. And they're going to give the icing call. Smith came off the bench, was calling for it. Vermont Academy thought they had the line far enough up, thought they were going to get that one. I didn't see the ref's hand go up until a little bit late. But that is an icing call. It will go back down the other way with 15.4 remaining here in the third period. 3-3 tie between Vermont Academy and Holderness School. As both of these benches cheer on their respective teams. Opportunity for one more break. Filoso flying up, loses the handle on it. Quirk dumps it in. And I think we're just going to have this one buzzer out. 3-3 to end the third. Between these two Lakes region teams here. A tough, tough matchup. As we will take a brief intermission before we jump back to live action here from Saxons River, Vermont. A 3-3 tie heading into overtime. Back after this. So here we are, ladies and gentlemen, back at Vermont Academy. Live in overtime. 5-on-5 for the next 5 minutes as these teams ramp up and fire up to get things going. A big game here with we've mentioned several times, it's a Lakes region matchup. All the games count, but this one extra counts for both of these teams. Neither of which have been playing particularly great in the last handful of games. Somebody looking to come away with some momentum here. Got a 2-on-1, now basically a 2-on-none. No goal! No goal! Regan comes up with the save. Dylan Regan. Holderness saying that the net move may have affected things. As Coach Thompson looking for some justification on that one as Regan kicked the leg out, sprawled for it, caught a piece of the net and sent it off the hooks. And that is no goal. As that was, I believe, Gagnon with the shot. Regan dumps that one. Trying to finish this one off was Holderness. Unable to do so on that possession here. Moyes now bringing it down for Vermont Academy. Trying to work his way through traffic. Gagnon turns up another gear as he is having an impact here in the first minute of this overtime. Trying to take over this game. Big slam on the boards there. Moyes scuffling with Alt. Gets it up ahead. Condom kicks it forward, tries to center it, doesn't get it anywhere. Now coming back down, fast and furious. Fox bringing it up. He had Alt over the center. Goes all the way through. Up and behind the net. That one's going to go out. Everybody's got to kind of have to reset here as we've got 3.5 remaining in overtime. Regan plays it back to McDonald. McDonald sends it up to Peloso, intercepted by Fox. Fox still fighting with it with Pitts. Up top, shot taken by Michaels, but was blocked. Vermont Academy was looking for a whistle on that one, didn't get it. Peloso had Smith if he had a chance to get it to him, was unable to do so. Smith gets a little shot there that Andrew Levitz was able to handle without much difficulty. Pitts in a sea of orange jerseys by himself down there. And the refs catching an earful here. Let's see what we have for the call here. There was a little bit of back and forth, the transition between the player and the ref, and even the bench getting into it a little bit there. And that is in fact going to be a penalty on, I believe it was Pitts, who ends up down in the box. And we're going to get a timeout here with 2 minutes, 17 seconds remaining. So the all but 17 seconds potentially will be played out here with a 5-on-4. So Pitts, who had a goal earlier in the game, was down in a sea of four orange jerseys and came away with the whistle on him. They did not like that call, but that is the call. And we will have a 5-on-4 for the next 2 minutes here. Vermont Academy scored 1 on a power play to get back into the game. Second power play was killed off, and now this is another opportunity here. Two minutes, 17 seconds will determine the outcome of this Lakes Region matchup between the Wildcats and the Bulls. Down in the defensive zone of Holderness, Ferreira wins that face-off. Condub sends it over. Moyes, patient with it, sends it back over to Condub. Down to Peloso. Peloso back over to Moyes. Moyes weighs out his options. The big Quebecois taking his time, tries to send it into Ferreira, but is just tipped away by the defenseman. Up to Moyes, he's got an opportunity, sends it over to Peloso. The save by Andrew Levitz. Condub takes it behind the net, sends it up high to Peloso. Peloso looking for Moyes. Moyes takes that one. Still a minute 22. Peloso fires it. Blocked. Up into the netting, and we'll get a quick whistle. 1:16 remaining on the penalty, 1:32 on the game clock, as we are in overtime, 3-3 between Vermont Academy and Holderness, as both these teams looking to try to get something going. Condub over to Peloso. Peloso's going to send it back to Condub. That one's taken away. This is the first time Holderness has been able to get it out of their own zone in about the last minute. Up and into the player bench. We may get a timeout here from Holderness. Not yet. Could hear discussions on the bench. Will not be. We'll have Tim Manning facing off against Robbie Ferreira. Moyes at the top of the point. That one up and into the ceiling. We'll get another whistle. 50 seconds remaining on the power play. 106. Interesting face-off spot here. They're going to go back to the circle. However, that came off the ceiling much further back, as you could probably hear the Holderness bench calling for, but face-off does not go that way, and Vermont Academy is going to have to go chase this one down. Dylan sends it up to Calvin Moyes. Moyes bringing it up. As Coach David said, let's see a little pep in the step. Let's get it going. 24 seconds remaining on the power play. This one's going to be chased down again by Moyes. 32 seconds remaining in the game. Moyes, swing and a miss on that one. Sends it over to Ferreira. And they are going to get him on the offsides. As they're saying, Ferreira crept forward just a bit too much as Moyes sent it over to him. 6 seconds remaining on this power play. Less than 22 seconds remaining in the game. 3-3 overtime. Robbie Ferreira facing off against Greg McGonigal. Interesting to see a defender take so many face-offs, but if you're winning them, that's what counts. And of course, shorthanded, you got to do what you got to do. We are back at full strength. Condom had to watch his back as the player was coming off the bench, had perfect position to try to take it away. 6 seconds and counting. We're going to get an opportunity. This is it. Moyes has got to send it in. It's blocked, and this one's going to get sent down the far end. We're going to end this game in a 3-3 tie between the Holderness School Bulls and the Vermont Academy Wildcats. Our squad locker 3 stars of the game. Number 3 is going to be Calvin Moyes. He scored 2 goals today. Number 24, Calvin Moyes for the Vermont Academy Wildcats. The number 2 squad locker player of the game is going to be number 12 for Holderness School, Kevin Pitts, as he had a goal and got this thing going early. And number 1, just because I have a soft spot for goalies, and he played a heck of a game, number 1, Dylan Regan, gave up 3 goals, but had some tremendous saves, including a one-on-one absolute stonewall of Fox. Without that one, that lead would have blown up, and who knows if Vermont Academy would have been able to crawl back into this one. But they did. Moyes changed the tide. Regan kept them in it. Those are your squad locker stars of the game. Squad locker is your simple custom team gear source. So as we wrap up here from Vermont Academy, a 3-3 tie in this Lakes Region matchup. That's the final from Michael Chaukas Sports Arena on a cold New England evening in Saxons Rivers, Vermont. A special thanks to Wooter Apparel, Brian Noe, Chartered Financial Consultant, and Squad Locker. Also a special thanks to all of the staff at Memory to Video Productions, including Justin Coet and Stephanie Del Bono. Happy birthday again, Steph. Everybody did a great job today making this broadcast possible. I'm Mike Muscalco, wrapping up again. 3-3 is the final here from the Michael Chaukas Arena. Thank you and good night, everyone. Are we out?
Okay, do you want to get interviews?
We can see if we can grab somebody.
Okay, then.
Do you want to deal with the iPad?
No.
I asked Joey about that. I was like, dude, my iPhone 10 shoots in 4K. He's like, no.
Hey, here.